It's now my honor to introduce the student speaker for today, selected by his fellow students, Kenneth, who's on the stage. Born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee, he's graduating today with concentrations in marketing, finance, and operations and information decisions. On campus, he's been involved in Delta Sigma Pi, the business fraternity, Wharton Undergraduate cohorts, and Peño a cappella. His job is going to be in New York City, working for McKinsey as a business analyst. Please join me in welcoming Kenneth to the podium.
Good morning. Dean Garrett, Deputy Dean Gibbons, Vice Dean Rosenkopf, distinguished faculty, staff, friends, family, and fellow members of the Wharton class of 2018. My name is Kenneth Yee, and it is my honor to be addressing you in this moment as a unified class. For the past 4 years, we have shared a breadth of experiences, from the long nights in Huntsman Hall to the even earlier mornings, still in Huntsman Hall. The past 4 years were filled with change, evolution, and growth. If we compare ourselves to who we were walking into our freshman dorms, I'm sure we can all laugh a little bit and see how far we've come as individuals. But let's take a moment and think back to 5 years ago. 5 years ago, when we sat at our computers, exhausted, writing college application essays. The admissions committee would like to learn why you are a good fit for your undergraduate school of choice, was the exact prompt that was presented to us by Penn. A simple translation in our case would be, why Wharton? From the outside in, the question why Wharton seems pretty easy. Academic excellence, great job placement, prestige, a good-looking graduation speaker. But from our experiences here, we can see that Wharton is so much more than just those things. Think about our first steps as Penn students. We beat the curve and made it into one of the most competitive programs in the world. We had that collective feeling of excitement for the next 4 years, that nervousness as we shook every person's hand at NSO and then promptly forgot their names. We moved into rooms the size of closets with people down the hall who had already sold companies. With every single new thing that came at us, Wharton made us adapt and learn about the world around us. We learned what it meant to walk in a power triangle, that smart art is not always the solution to a bad presentation, that pressing F2 over and over does make you a good banker. With new and existing experiences under our belts, the question of why Wharton began to retreat to the back of our minds. However, this school isn't easy. I'm sure that we have all questioned our former selves at some point. After a rough final grade, a couple of all-nighters, an email starting with, "We received a record number of applicants," and that we weren't accepted to that coveted internship, we would come back to the question, why Wharton? The rigor of the world's best business school caught up to every single one of us at some point. But despite all of these things, we sit here, ready to accept a degree, sent in the mail later, from the Wharton School. This school has turned our lives sideways. It has welcomed us, torn us down, and built us back up again. It has made us resilient and strong, adaptable and sharp. It has brought together students with diversity in thought, opinion, and background. The Wharton class of 2018 represents students from 38 states and 46 countries. We have first-generation students, legacy students, students with passions that bridge all industries. As graduates of this institution, this is where we truly shine. We foster and respect all of our differences to thrive together. the single greatest takeaway from this school is that people define our experience, and any person from any place has something to teach us. We can see that impact already, with students with varied backgrounds from all across the globe. Our class has been filled with activists, movers and shakers, Broadway dancers, rappers, Ivy League champions, international case competition winners. The list goes on. This school has taught us about what it means to know people, to be tenacious, to be driven. We have learned to work hand in hand with the other leaders of tomorrow, to truly value our diversity and look to each other for inspiration. When we look back on the past 4 years, we don't think about the assignments overdue or the models we built. We remember the late-night Wawa runs with people from all walks of life. We remember the friends we made in the most difficult classes and circumstances, the hours spent procrastinating with each other, the long walks down Locust. Walking into Huntsman for the first time as complete strangers, we all walk out of here with smiles as the unified graduating class of 2018. We smile because this school is where we found some of our closest friends, where we met people so alike and so unlike ourselves, and learned how important that really is. I want to thank the administration who worked behind the scenes for our success, the professors who put in the time to guide us, our families and friends for supporting us here, and above all, each and every single one of you in this class. Look around for a second, because no matter how many years pass, how many miles are between us, we all hold this bond together. We never forget those we met, befriended, and were inspired by. We may have come in separate, but we leave united. The answer is clear if you take a second now. Why Wharton? It's because we, are Wharton. We made this school ours, and we carry it with us for the rest of our lives. Our strength comes in our bond as a class and all of the diverse, individual people and pieces that make us shine. So let us go out, be unified, and show the world what Wharton is really all about. Congratulations, class of 2018. It was a pleasure.